Okay, I'm just trying to capture some got a nice run there on this I'm finally starting to maybe zoom in on this NASDAQ again. It needs to have bigger so it doesn't get stopped out, but I've got no runner. You can see this is kind of bad only because I've been changing these settings and all that. So actually I should zero it out now, but let's just take a look at it. I'm just tweaking, but here we go. So there's 3 contracts that go on. Of course, this will probably time out, but 3 contracts will go on. There's only 2 targets, and the runner is just going to go with the stop, and this will time out. This is an 8-2 chart for NASDAQ, and this might still be too small, but I'm trying to, yeah, it's going to time out.
Order canceled.
It's okay. There'll be more. You can see what I'm looking at here. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Okay. So now the hope is that it doesn't come back, which it's been kind of doing, chopping. And if it does, it'll probably get popped out. But if it runs and follows the path, then we should be good to go. And if we can get past that second contract, then we'll be, this is live market on Sim. Anyway, if we can get past that second contract, see, it's moving up too soon, I think. Well, maybe that's a good protection. Yeah, I think it's too soon. I think it's still too soon. Come on. Now would be a good time to pop up to break even, which it did. I just think that initial one might be going too soon. I might have to change that a smidgen. There we go. Now the pivot stops aren't working, but the ATR is. So I've got it trailing the reversal bar here, and I like the pivots, but in any event,
Order submitted.
See what happens. There we go, beautiful. This is so choppy. All right, well, I'll do it again. And now we're gonna miss it. Son of a gun. See, that's just too tight for NASDAQ. They just got these wicks that are just. So let me pause this and I'll come back. All right, I'm back. I made some changes to the setting. Now look at that. With the changes to the setting, we're in this runner from way back here. That's why I love NASDAQ. So there, boom, boom. You're pretty much break even. It's going to be a little bigger now. Oh, it just missed that actually. Even with me changing that, it came like virtually to a tick. So even that's tight. I might even want to, because as soon as the pivots start working, it'll pop up there, pop up there, pop up there. Wow, I'm really tight. I want to go a little smidgen more. I'll be back. Okay, so I opened up a tad, and then eventually we do get popped out here. But look at that run. Boom, right there. It gets popped, and now it fiddle farts around trying to go in again. It can't make it right here. This is where we need our. I don't want to do that. This is where we need our chop box, because it would well, it probably would have taken that one anyway, as it probably should, because you know it's still in the trend, so why not? But after the second failure right there, boom, there it starts. So this one it would not take. Now it would break out of here, and depending on our setting, it may or not, probably not even take these because it's not high enough. So it probably wouldn't take anything in this area here, because it would have to be like 1 or maybe even 2 of the box. So you know, it would have to be up to here, or up to here, or down to there to break out of this funnel. So in essence, if you think about it, this would be the whole chop box. The way I'm going to have it programmed is you got the box and then you got the shaded area. But I don't feel like doing that right now. So let's just put this in here. So nothing's going to be taken here. And what I could do is I could just, this is where these bad boys come into play. Put that one there, this one there, enable them, enable them. It's on right now, so it's too late, but it just won't take another one. Hopefully we can get the target 2, and then hopefully the runner will just go. But in any event, you kind of got my idea. So you can see how small the stops are right now because the ATR has gone down because it's so small. So the ATR is okay. So as it obviously gets a little bigger, but okay, good. There we go. Now we're break even. So we wouldn't have been in this trade. We wouldn't be in a trade until we bust this area if the code were here. But the code's not here, so we'll play with it. So now it would probably stop the box right here. Whoa. Stop that. So it would stop the box right there. Although, maybe not. I'm going to feed my dog. Anyway, let's just let this run. There's my pink lines for my box. You can definitely see the chop. It would definitely not take anything here. Because even if it did stop this one and maybe attempted one, it's not going to take any more because it's recognized a new chop box.
Order canceled.
So, need to do some serious breaking out of it. And it depends on how much ATR we want before we consider the chop box closed. So that would just be a setting that we would set. All right. Anyway, the moral of the story is I wanted to see a runner. So let me run this for a little while. I'm going to pause it and I'll just keep it like here. If it kind of gets out of this area, I will turn it back on. Okay. Just checking in. Nothing. Still in the chop box. My ES, it's now what, 11 o'clock or almost 11. It hasn't taken a trade all morning. It's been in. I used the barrier bars on that too, but it's because I'm doing it live. And it hasn't taken one trade. But my crude is kicking some butt. Anyway, that's here nor there. I'm testing NASDAQ. So we're stuck. Got to break out. Okay, pausing. All right, well, I'm about ready to go feed the dog. As you can see, we're getting there, but not really. So well, it's not going to take a down trade right now anyway because of that, and it's not going to take a long trade because the barrier bars are going to prevent it. So, you know, we're still in this range. So I'll be back. You can see it. Well, you may not have seen it. I don't know if I turned it on fast enough. But anyway, it set up because it was over that area, which it correctly do. You can see the little small, see them right there. So it triggered and it was above the line. So it was correct, but it just, in this case, timed out. So my next, so that would pretty much conclude the end of that barrier bar, or that
Order submitted.
That's going to conclude the end of that chop area that we had talked about right there with the purple lines. So let's see what happens and let it go from here. We're still kind of choppy, but let's see. Ah, that's too tight. I thought I changed that.
Order canceled.
All right, let's see if we can run a runner. Well, now let her out of that chop zone. Come on, bad boy. Come on. Well, in any event, we got our two targets. Or no, that's target 2 there waiting. I really like to see target 2 gone. And that would have taken it out with the kiss rule. You know, if you get 2 ticks away and it retraces, matter of fact, I could just do it manually. There. There. Target 2's out. So I'm not collecting data anyway. So now we just have a true runner. And this, there's no target, so it's just gonna go. So I still got to feed the dog, but it's just as I stood up, it took off. So I will just wait. But once I get stopped out, then I'm gonna go feed the dog. I'll actually end the video. That's too tight. That's a too tight one. That's a too tight. Anyway, I'm calling it. All right, bye.